Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
What is divine? If anything is Divya, is a Pramod Rasa. The Rasa is the divine. Ras, nearest means dryness. And Divya is a divine. Ras is divine. You see, if you are very thirsty and you take some juice, it's a divine feeling given you. So in my dryness, what is divine for me? Some rasa, some nectar, some juicy thing. Whole material world is like a desert. We are thirsty. We want to be satisfied, but never satisfaction comes. We think my senses can give satisfaction. When we start using our senses, it also make me tired. It's not divine. Divya is going on and on, highly tasteful. Similar, when you have a thirst, somebody says drink hot drink. Oh, you are burning inside and again you want to drink something, what is going to give you hot feeling? This is happening. Everyone share only hot drinks. No juicy thing. Divya Rasa means anything is Divya divine, Rasa of this Krishna is divine. And Pramod means somebody has to exchange that feeling, it becomes more divine.
Transform, you mean?
Amod Pramod. Joyfulness. Somebody is joyfulness to exchange some feeling. Same way. Amod Pramod.
Divya Pramoda Rasa Sara Nijanga Sangha.
Sar. Rasa Sar means the only thing we need in life.
Essence.
Yes. You see, all you know the English. Hindi is so simple. Automatic you know the meaning also. It's Sanskrit. Rasa Sar.
Piyusa Vichini Chayara Vise Chayanti.
Wow. Use means drink.
Drinking.
How you can drink? Always you will live to drink that. You. Huh? And when you can drink, when you identify your soul identity, not from this senses you can drink, not from this flesh, is a plastic. Some, you see, she go to the hospital and go in a hospital where the dead bodies are keeping. and they take out the skin also someplace. So you see the skin skeleton is the same, male is the same, and female is skeleton of the same. Is a covering of all plastic thing is there. And it looks different, some is good and some is bad. But everything is good. And all this is smelling. We put perfume that not to smell. It gives dirty smell because it's a plastic or is it bringing out dirty smell. This is the reality. We clean, it's not clean. See, 15 days, no take bath and no clean. What will happen? I will stink myself, my body. This is the condition of material. How I can drink from this? I need for drinking my spiritual body. And spiritual without identification, body will not form. And then I can drink from that Rasa. Promote of this divine. One is material, one is divine. What we are searching is this. Right or not?
Kandarpakoti saramurchitananda suno Sanjivani Jayati Kapi Nikundya Devi.
Wow. English.
Translation. Glory to some Nikundya Devi, a Kunja goddess, who revives the son of Maharaj Nanda.
Revive. He is fainting. He loses his control. And Nikunj Devi wants to revive because what he will do, he is not in active position. He cannot do anything. Useless. He wants to fainting. Her lover is there, but she wants to revive because he is useless. She is fainting. Only by looking, he is fainting.
And his translator.
Yeah, go near to him.
Krishna ist ja jetzt, dadurch, dass Radharani Krishna einen wunderbaren, voller Liebe erfüllten Seitenblick geschickt hat, ist er von dieser Wucht ihrer Prägen einfach ohnmächtig geworden. Und was macht sie jetzt mit einem Geliebten, der da so ohnmächtig und nutzlos vor ihr liegt? Sie hat sie nicht zu gebrauchen. Jetzt muss sie ihn wieder lebendig machen, damit das jetzt weitergehen kann mit ihren Müllasten.
You know the condition when somebody is fainting in your presence and you want to wake him up because useless without him, if he is not active, you have to revive him. This is the condition of this. Yeah. You see the Nikunja that I will see my Priya lover and he starts fainting. Only to become close of that place.
He's already shaking.
He is in ecstasy. Today is the best moment of my life. no need to move. Leave it.
Glory to some Nikunja Devi, some Kunja goddess, who revives the son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, who has fainted out of affliction caused by millions of Cupid's darts, arrows in the heart. She revives him with the nectar waves of her bodily contact, which is the essence of divine blissful rasa.
Again,
She revives
slowly.
All glory to some Nikunja Devi. This is Sripad is praying. Glory to some Nikunja Devi, who revives the son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna. Krishna, who has fainted out of affliction caused by millions of Cupid's darts, arrows. How she's doing? With the nectar waves of her bodily contact, which is the essence of divine blissful rasa.
Yeah. Wow.
This commentary is the goddess who revives Sri Krishna.
Yes.
As long as the devotee is in the stage of practice, he feels that his usual bodily consciousness is mixed with an awareness of his eternal spiritual body. But when he reaches the state of rati or bhav, he becomes liberated. In the stage of bhav, the feeling of I-ness, I, me, has almost entered the siddhadeha, the spiritual body. It has been transferred from the material body
So
to the spiritual body.
It's not philosophy. You have to read word by word. Or I don't understand in this past meaning
slowly.
how I cannot get this. You can understand. I cannot. You have to slow. Again repeat. They understand. I have not.
No, I also didn't get it. It's always complex sentences.
Yes. So that to understand.
The goddess who
And I
revives...
think you also not understand. Try to understand. Don't try to preach. Read.
The goddess who revives Sri Krishna.
Read the words.
As long as the devotee is in the stage of practice,
Close the phone. I feel disturbance. Go on.
in the stage of practice, he feels that his usual bodily consciousness is mixed.
Understand?
With an awareness of his spiritual body. It's both.
Mix. Read.
As long as the devotee is in the stage of practice,
Devotee. Not Manjari. Devotee
Sadhaka.
means sadhaka. Human. Start the practice. This stage is a mixed stage. Mixed stage because he is identifying mostly to his body. This is the nature of the sadhaka. So he go to understand sometimes there exists some spirituality. It's a mix. And this way we do mistake. We understand everything we make mix. No. How to do it? Right.
As long as the devotee is in this stage of practice,
I start my practice today. I start my practice from 5 years. It's my practice time. I'm not Siddha, perfect. Siddha means you start living there, not here. And practice means I live here and I try to go there. This is practice. I'm living in my body and I'm trying to see that. Is a practice. And perfection is this, that I start living there and I can come here also. This is the perfection. Understand, Pandit? Move in your side. They can see you also.
why they see me?
No.
Okay.
They want to see you.
They want to see.
Okay. This is the sadhak and siddha. So we all are students, practitioners. We are students. We are trying to go there. And mix-up condition, any person can be a fool. Mistake is the nature of this flash. He can win, if he is in Siddha state, nothing will happen. And if he comes in his bodily state, he can do the normal state. Normal thing. So,
When a devotee is in the stage of practice, he feels that his usual bodily consciousness is mixed with an awareness of his eternal spiritual body.
yes, consciousness is there. Sometimes I feel there is something extra existed by soul. Oh, my Gurudev give me one Banjari Sarup name. Sometime in a 24/7 not. In 24, 1 second. Siddha stage when 24/7 start happening. And sometimes you have to come out from that consciousness to see outside in your plastic body. Understand, Karen? This is not your Karen. You are pure devotee. Yes, go on. Yeah.
This is not you. You are pure devotee.
But when he reaches the stage of rati or bhav, he becomes liberated.
Yes. Rati is the wife of Kamadeva. Rati means lust. Lust for myself. Before you can imagine, lust for material enjoyment is also coming. When lusty desire comes to our mind, we cannot do anything, we become blind. You see that lust? That rati has to come for my spiritual form. That lust, to be in myself, that is rati. I want to be, and then the bhav means the feeling is coming. That moment the feeling is coming. And once I feel in that spiritual feeling, I would not bother to come back from there. It's painful to leave that lust and feeling. Because here never I realized in 72 years that lust, I was so lusty. But I now feel that. And I was so full of feelings, but there is nothing, it's all dry. You cannot be lusty like me, I can say you. I was so lusty person, you cannot imagine to me. I born in the king family, I was the young boy, and only I have to say yes, 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 everything is yes. You don't know. I was so lusty. So that lust is necessary to understand, to use here. That lustiness has to come. And that feeling, what you there, that feeling has to come in your sarup. Without that it will not work. Why this lust? Rati and bhava is important. This is the thing to move. I cannot move without it. This rati and feeling, bhava, change our life.
But Gurudev, I have one question, a stupid question I think, but it's still important. Like if somebody, a monk, like Madhavendra Panditji, he never had so much lust. How is this happening then? I mean, many people, they are very sober or dry. How is it possible to develop such a big lust, if you say that is necessary?
In Raga Bhakti, Vedi Bhakti, no necessary.
Acha. So we have to change our mood also.
Raga Bhakti means Raga means love. Raga means love, the same love what you happen in your life, what you have really experienced. That experience has to come in your spiritual sarup identification. Somebody say, this is bogus. Guru Pranali, Siddha Pranali. Actually, 100% is bogus. Why bogus? If you have not and you not want to test that, it's bogus for you. And when you realize and you want to live there, this is the best thing for you. It depends upon person to person. One feel bogus and one feel that taste. And so all taste comes from. It depends upon your goal of life. Right? Somebody don't like Raghava, then it's a bogus. Why is Guru Pranali and Siddha Pranali and to identify your spiritual form? No. Your sense form, body is very important because you have to say dharma, artha, kama, moksha to this body. Because he will do mistake and you have to teach this is not religious, this is not religious. And I like to listen this, not religious. God consciousness, not religious. But here God becomes fainting. He is so much love here. This is different line. Understand? One is a love, line of the love, divine love. And one is a line to be a God conscious. And every Sunday I go to pray to God, oh, take my sin 1 week, I do sin and take it. This is one process. And one, I have nothing bad to give you, only I want to give my heart to you. And I want to love you. Why I will give you, I will take from you, I will give you. I will give my full love to you. I will make every day new clothes for you, every day new things for you, every day new thing. What is the use of my money? Then I will be miser if I no use for you. This is the love. This is your exchange of love. Feeling. Your feelings make you to do. You cannot stop yourself without doing because feeling is there. Rati is there. Attachment is there. How you will not do? It's the point. Both ways good. Right or not?
Yes, both ways is good. Different result.
Taste is different, result is different.
Once my god brother asked me, Sudhanidhi, this was 15 years ago when I went to Narayan Maharaj Sangha, why you leave Prabhupada? We have everything here. We have Mahamantra, we have Gauritai, we have Radha Krishna, and more we don't need. Why you go there? We have everything. I said, yes, but I feel there's something more. And he said to me, I don't want anything more. I said, yes, good.
That's good also. Actually, you born in the Western world and you know Jesus. So this is the mercy of Jesus that He brings to Prabhupada. No more beginning. You're born in the womb of your mother. The mother showed you the Jesus, church. And Jesus see that you are so pure soul. You come for this world. So He and you are searching, this soul come to take birth to search the love and purity and higher truth. But this circle will not give you. So I will send you to some other circle who will give you. Religion is no matter for Jesus. And then Prabhupada, you went to Prabhupada. Also Prabhupada has no business with religion. And Jesus has also no business with religion, you see that. Then Prabhupada show higher thing and way of doing that. Then again, after Prabhupada, she knows that Narayan Maharaj. Why? Because Prabhupada said, no, not to stop there. Go on more. It's adding. You're not disconnect or losing. You have to respect all those who come in your life. Right or not? And that way you can reach to the ocean. If not, then you will become like a pond, one small place. Nothing. No achievement will come. Then Narayan Maharaj is gone, then he will show something else. Not that Narayan Maharaj, no, you don't like Narayan Maharaj, or you don't like Prabhupada. They are helping. Till you not reach the goal of your sarup, you have to go on and on with that. When you will fix your established your nature, you fixed yourself, then all is set. You have a key. And when you have a key, you can open doors because you have a key of your flat. If you have no key, I went to one church and I see there are angels and one bird. Angel has a key. And other side is a balance. And which in between is a fly. Fly? Bird. Means if you have a key, you know the soul. And if you know that you will sitting here and you will fly to other branch, then is the soul. You identify and living in that, then you balance. And you can judge yourself, not to others. And this application I use every place, in myself every moment. Where I got it? I got it from the church. Why? Any mercy can come to any lava matra sadhu sang sab siddhi hoye. Any moment of mercy is waiting. How do you receive that? Every place waiting, and when the right time comes, you receive it. And when I see the scripture, is also telling so. Name Ruchi, when the name tasteful will become, and you will wake up at 1:30 and sit here, change will come. Then you will be Jivedaya. You will fix yourself, identify. Without this desire, you cannot. I see with this practice now. It should be desire for that. Still I feel that she has to push me because I have a body pain there. So when she will go, I have to prepare before that my body pain gone. You see? I am so thankful for Kripamala.
She's really Kripamala, Guruji.
Sorry, I am carrying. Ansa said that no, ladies massage. But doing, I am attitude, what I can do. all my daughter family.
So Gurudev, how is Radhika making Krishna come out of her faint? That I really would like to know.
This has to go on. This has to go on. We are fainting for material things. She is teaching how to faint. I remove the faint of Krishna. Why you faint for the material thing? I remove the faint of my lover. Only by coming near to me, I will remove. If you become my dasi, I will remove your fainting for this material. Your all suffering will go like this.
In the stage of bhav, the feeling of I-ness, me, I, has almost entered into the siddhadeha, the spiritual body.
When the I-ness will go inside the deha and it will not deviate from that point, then 24/7. Like mine. I'm telling you, many are in the bhajana like that.
And has almost given up the material body.
You see, almost given.
In the stage of bhav.
The stage of bhav. All moment. You see, Uddhava, he understands this. What is her state, and very respectful to her.
Uddhava?
His husband,
Uddhava.
he is like a worship to her. You see, now you see her, right?
Already before I knew.
You see, na? If she says something, she cannot say no.
I was surprised
How she has, and so gentle person. One day, he was there, and she, and it is her lila. She was in bhava, so she became angry with me. I said, this is very bad of Radha Chakra. And I start talking about bad. I become very close to, no Sadhu Maharaj, not like this. Don't feel like this. She always living in emotion. She had nothing. She always so connected. I surprised when I'm living with her in the flat. I see whole night and day she has only kirtan and nothing else. And she is very connected with you. He said, to make me little, I said, he is the person. He is so close.
Radha Shakti.
I say honestly, here, last time when Uddhav was there, one time you like this, I said, it's too crazy. I said, then he come, we were sitting here, he come here. I said, no, Sadhu Maharaj. I said, he knows support that yes, you are right, this. The husband is always supporting this, na? Crazy, you discourage to the wife, na? I said, no, Sadhu Maharaj. 24/7, she has no other job. What you do, he always thinking and Radha Mohan, two things he has. She comes, my life changed because of her. I don't need to do, I am working only, and what she say I do, that's I do. This. So my best friend, I tell you, sorry. And you will surprised. I am surprised that she is not angry to me. She angry like she is the guru and I am her chela. He become like this, anger. I say yes. Gopika knows. Right or not? This is our prema, raga. Whole ashram is like this last time, right, Gopika? Whole ashram is jerking, shaking. Right, go on. Allah. Different varieties, like a Swami is giving the different varieties of raga, prema, this all coming, flowing in the manjari, same nature is coming. If he is totally serving to Radhika, the same mood is coming.
The feeling of minus have then become like bees that start to drink the honey of God's lotus feet.
Wow.
In the stage of prem, there is no end to the stream of leelas.
Wow. Then no stream of the Leela will come. Leela means the sweet stories will come. Leela means sweet stories. In between what happened. Like you prepare to dream something, it start happening. So similarly, this sweet pastime will start happening without doing no efforts. Other effort means the basic we have to fix it nicely. Base is not fixed. Base is fixed in the material and desire is still material.
In the stage of prem, there is no end to the stream of leelas that one spiritually witnesses, and one is intensely absorbed in
Witness, we will witness is happening in my presence. What is happening, I am a witness of that. You are doing and I am witness because you are doing and I was there sitting.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Own eyes. And I was feel it. When I was doing, you was looking. And now you are doing and I am witness. I am watching what you are doing. This is the change of material and spiritual. You are doing and I am watching spiritual life. And I am doing, I am the doer, and you are watching it, Rasa. You are doer. What you can do?
That is the difference. There is no end to the stream of Leelas that one spiritually witness, and one is intensely absorbed in one's Svarup Avesh, identification with one's spiritual body.
That is Sarupa. Don't believe, very good. You don't want to be watchful, you want to be a doer. Don't believe. But if you want to watchful and you see who is doing, then you have to believe it. Do still. Understand? Explain Dharma.
Es gibt zwei Ebenen, von denen man aus das ganze Leben, sich selbst oder auch andere betrachten kann. Auf der einen Ebene denke ich, ich bin diejenige, die es praktisch machen muss. Ich bin die Handelnde, ich bin diejenige, die alles unter Kontrolle hat, andere Menschen bestimmte Sachen erzählen muss, wie sie es zu tun und zu lassen haben. Das ist die eine Ebene, in der gibt es nur Leid. Auf der anderen Ebene, und die Überseele schaut zu letztendlich, auf der anderen Ebene fühle ich mich wirklich als Dienerin von Radha und Krishna und ich weiß, dass meine Swamini alles arrangiert, dass ich Fortschritte machen kann. Und dann bin ich praktisch diejenige, die zuschaut, was passiert. Weil ich bete, ich gebe mich hin und sie arrangieren dann. Besonders sie.
Yeah. You always start the philosophy of going in the pastime. So that is to understand. Is a foundation to build the house. And that is a deep subject to understand. It's not a Vedic philosophy. This is the Raga philosophy. Understand? Here is also philosophy. Go on.
Radha's maidservants are in the category of Mahabhav.
Yes. In category means is not, but the effect of Mahabhav comes to Radhika's maidservant. Because Mahabhav has only Sri Radhika. But by meeting and living with Mahabhav, Radhika, this effect comes to Radhika's maidservant. The same nature is happening. So it's going to in the category of Mahabhav. Mahabhav means all the qualities of bhava, highest feeling is the Radhika. Because she has this feeling and I want to live 24/7 near to this circle, so this effect comes inside us. Yeah. By the spark, some sprinkle of the spark of her mercy. Jam. Jam.
I was not concentrated.
Their feeling of Mahabhav, or Radhika's feeling of Mahabhav, is sprinkled
On them, yes.
because they are so close to her.
So Radharani ist diejenige, die die Verkörperung ist von Mahabhav, von den größten und allerhöchsten Gefühlen der Liebe für Krishna. Und sie, die kleinen Manjaris, sind praktisch ihre Erweiterung dieser großartigen Gefühle. Und sie, die tropft oder besprinkelt sie mit ihrer Liebe, sodass sie die auch in diesem Ausmaß haben, so weit wie sie können oder als, sage ich mal, Qualität in ihnen da ist. Aber sie ist die Verkörperung der größten Liebesgefühle von Mahabhav für Krishna.
And we have no possibilities to be close to Radhika But we have one possibility, to be close with Radhika's method. So that what Mahabhav she has sprinkled, some air of that Mahabhav can come inside. So by this grace, when slowly my mind will start changing, my feeling and my desire will, creed will come, I will also will start moving in that. Like you see, she is living in Ananda. She becomes your friend, and your friend, because of that, she desired to travel with you to Vrindavan. And when she comes, she is listening. Isn't it a new thing than there? Why? There is also many good things happening, but here is something different is happening. Right? So this is the effect of association. Like Panditji associate, 15, 16, how many?
7, 8.
7. 7, 8.
Or 8. I don't know exactly how many.
But because of his association, they are like interested. Right, my dear brothers? This is the beauty of this association. Like I know many friends of her, Anita, Chandrika. How I know? How they know me? Because of their like this. Similarly, Radhika's Manjari, we know that that is also good. The Radhika Dasi, we know, is also helpful to move on that. Like Sunita. How many knows and then slowly they desire it. Right? His Guru, Peter, he is a what is guide of her PhD. Because of her, he come 2-3 times to India and he is start meeting with me and he understands the value what she is doing, right?
But little sprinkles are coming. No? That's what they say.
Yeah? She start feeling something or not?
Yes, we're not.
This is happening. Then slowly we reach there to the right place, what is my goal. And greed is important, desire is important. You see, there are not much words you have to remember and practice.
In this state, no, this we don't. Radha's maid servants are in the category of Mahabhav. Therefore, their absorption is the most intense.
Wow. Intense is the meaning, intense is the meaning. Observe, they are observed very intensely. It is not Krishna Bhakti. she also become pagal, mad in the love. This is intense. Intenseness, little madness coming, craziness coming. That other thing you see, that become intense. If you see many things, then you are a Krishna devotee because you see every place to Krishna. Here intense means more madness, one point because she see one point. Different, you know. Krishna has to protect everyone, all of you. Radhika has only one job, to care of his lover. So intenseness, this intense one-pointed is coming. Right, Radha Shakti. Yeah. It's not madness. This is madness. Go on.
The devotees, that means us, the devotees must be aware of the maidservant's expertise in service. Otherwise, they cannot follow in their footsteps, in their meditations, the devotees.
Right. Expertise.
How to recognize the expertise? Because this is mentioned awareness.
This expertise, you have to be very watchful.
Observing.
Jive there, I have to watchful myself to watchful. Name ruchi jive there, you will automatically watchful the feelings of every vibration. No subject to talk much, feel more.
Otherwise, they cannot follow in their footsteps, in the maidservant's footsteps in their meditations. And without following in the footsteps of the people of Raj,
People of Radha.
one cannot attain perfection in Braj Ras.
Same job.
Ohne dass man den Fußspuren der Einwohner von Vrindavan folgt, kann man nicht ihre Stimmungen erlangen oder ihre Stimmungen verstehen lernen.
It's never you can even get it, even out of Braja in India. What about your Switzerland and Germany? My mind is Geist. Mind is the highest. What is mind? Mind is the Geist.
Ja, der Geist ist das Höchste oder ich denke, also bin ich.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Das ist die Philosophie.
There is no based on soul. Mind is the highest thing. What? What is that?
I think and therefore I
When
am.
a German
Der
what?
Geist ist der
Geist is the
ist
highest.
das Höchste.
Shripad is absorbed in remembering Sri Radharani's foot dust.
Wow.
And now he becomes aware of another sweet pastime.
Wow. Now you listen to sweet part. Say. That is not no translation required. This is the philosophy need to understand. At the pastime, only go and flow. Close your eyes and flow in that. Go on.
It is the full moon night in spring. Vasanti Purnim. Purnim means full moon. Vasanti means spring. It's the full moon night in spring. And when Sri Krishna, he sees the full moon rising in the sky, he remembers Sri Radha's face. In great secrecy, he comes to Vrindavan and starts playing his enchanting flute to attract the hearts and minds of the gopis. Sri Radha and the gopis meet Bangsidhari, Krishna, the holder of the Bangsi, the flute. Sri Radha and the gopis meet Bangsidhari on the broad bank of the Yamuna and start the Rasa dance with him. Sri Hari embraces some of them, kisses some of them, and enjoys with some of them. Sri Radhika then becomes proud and jealous and leaves the Rasa dance. She goes. Not seeing her, he becomes very upset. Hari becomes very upset. And he leaves all the other gopis to search for her only.
Es ist diese besondere Vollmondnacht im Frühling, Vasanti Purnima. Und wenn Sri Krishna den Vollmond sieht, wie er in den Himmel aufsteigt, erinnert ihn das an Radharanis wundervolles Gesicht. Ganz heimlich stiehlt er sich in den Wald von Vrindavan und beginnt dort seine Flöte zu spielen. Und so betört er den Geist. Er betört so den Geist und die Herzen der Gopis. Sri Radha und die Gopis treffen Bangsidhari Krishna an den großen Ufern der Yamuna und beginnen den Rasatanz. Sri Hari umarmt einige, er küsst wieder andere und genießt mit anderen. Da beginnt Radhika ihre Eifersucht zu offenbaren und verlässt den Rasatanz. Als Hari merkt, dass sie nicht mehr da ist und er sie nicht mehr finden kann, wird er ganz unruhig und traurig und verlässt alle anderen Gopis, um nach ihr zu suchen.
In Chaitanya Charitamrit, Sri Ramananda Roy told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hari Krishna could not find Radha anywhere, although he wandered here and there looking for her. Thus he began to lament, crying, being pierced, being hurt by the Cupid's arrows. Even 1 billion gopis could not extinguish or stop his lusty desires or satisfy his lusty desires. From this I can understand Sri Radha's glories. Baba is commenting, despite the presence of countless gopis, Krishna was pierced by darts, arrows of millions of cupids, and wailing, Ha Radhe! Ha Radhe! He fainted. There is no material cupid in Vrindavan, for there is nothing material in that place whatsoever. Therefore, when it is said that Krishna was pierced by millions of Cupid's arrows, it is meant here that the eternally self-satisfied, transcendental, supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, is always eager to accept the loving service of his devotees. Sri Krishna manifests his transcendental desires according to the amount of loving devotion his devotees have for him.
Yeah.
Although the sweet and beautiful gopis of Raj all have an abundance, they have so much of Mahabhav for Krishna. Sri Radharani is the essence of Mahabhav, personified. So the other gopis can never satisfy him like she can do. German. Sri Radhika proudly left the Rasa dance. But when she saw the beauty of the spring forest, she remembered Shyamasundar. Who is with Radhika? Shripad. Shripad in his Manjari form, in his Kinkari form, stays with her and serves her. And she sees how eager her Ishvari, her Swamini is to meet her lover. Then Shripad, as maidservant, consoles her and goes out to find him. She suddenly finds Shyamasundara in the Dira Samira garden. This is a few kilometers away from here. But he is in a state of swoon. The maidservant decides not to tell Swamini anything, but simply to encourage her to meet Krishna, saying to her, "O Radha, I came there and I saw that Vanamali is greatly suffering out of separation from you. The southern breezes, the air that carry the fragrance of the spring flowers only increases his agony, his suffering. When he is touched by the corona the light of the moon rays, he almost dies. He laments when he is pierced by Cupid's cruel arrows, and when he hears the humming of the bees, he blocks his ears. Tonight he suffers even more from separation. He cannot tolerate to be without you for a single moment anymore. He gives up his abode of joy and rolls in the thorny bushes for your sake, singing your names in great lamentation. This is Shripad as a maidservant speaking to Radha. And Baba is saying, in this way, the maidservant encourages Swamini to extinguish or to stop the fire of Shyamasundara's separation. When Swamini hears about her Prananath, his pitiful condition, she comes to the Dira Samira garden with her maidservant, and she sees her hero lying there in a swoon. Srimati is very upset when she sees her beloved in such a state. So she tries to revive him by showering him with waves of the essence of the transcendental blissful Rasa. The transcendental blissful Rasa of her bodily company. Divya pramoda rasasara nijanga sanga piyusha vichi nichayara vishechayanti. She kisses him and embraces him with her vine-like arms, reviving him with her nectarian flavors, her scents and touches, just as in the same way a heroic warrior who has fainted from the onslaughts of his enemies' arrows on the battlefield is revived by a shower of cold water and some medicinal herbs. Then the divine couple enters a private kunja, which was furnished, beautified, equipped by the maidservants beforehand, with a charming bed of flowers with a flower pillow, a canopy made of fragrant flowers, and lamps that shine like the buds of golden champaka flowers. Here, Sri Krishna will worship is Nikunja Devi. Sanjivani Jayati Kapi Nikunja Devi. Jayati. The word Jayati in the text is in the present tense, present, indicating that these pastimes continue eternally in Braj. Like Gurudev says, it's not past time, it's now. And then there is a Bengali song in the end. Krishna is named Madan Mohan because he enchants Cupid himself. Indeed, he is the youthful Cupid himself. Still, when he is pierced by Cupid's millions of arrows, when he is separated from Radha, he faints. At that time, Sri Radhika sprinkles Nanda's son 100 times with the nectarian essence of divine ecstatic rasa of her bodily company, serving her hero favorably by reviving him once more. All glories to the shining goddess of the Kunjas, the incomparably youthful heroine, Radhika. Sri Prabodhananda says, this moon of Rishabhanu's dynasty is the bud full of ras. Radhe Radhe